Hi, welcome back to my secret garden. My name is Vuyi. I am a transformation guide and healer. I am a multidimensional storyteller, and I'm also a TikTok artist. If you are new here, I want to welcome you. Thank you for coming. A few years ago, I was given an instruction to begin a series of videos where I asked individuals that I encountered along my days, whether it's the Uber driver or family members, and I was asking them the question, what is your hope for humanity? I remember at the time a lot was going on in my own life internally, but there was this sense of urgency and an understanding that the world was about to change profoundly and that we would need hope for the future in which we would be walking into. And of course, now we find ourselves here. The series ran from about 2018 to 2019, so for about just over a year. In this video, I've stitched together some of those interviews for you. I think that we are at a time where so many of us are in desperate need of hope. There is so much to be hopeful for, despite what we might see presented to us in the news. There is a lot to be joyful about. If you just turn around to the person that you are in the line with in the grocery store, or wherever you might be as you go along your day, you might be pleasantly surprised at just how much wisdom the other person has, but also how much hope humans have. And that, we truly are each other's keepers, and that we have the capacity to inspire each other, to motivate each other, to remind one another, and to love on each other. I hope that you feel the energy from all the faces in this video as you watch. And I also invite you, if you'd like to participate and continue on with this project together, I would love to receive a video from you where I ask you, what is your hope for humanity? I will provide my email address in the description box below, and also open up my Instagram. If you'd like to send your video there, you may want to do that. But I think that it could be something really special. Despite what is going on in the world, we have the opportunity to create hope, inspiration, joy, encouragement, wisdom, and we don't know how far this video can reach, and maybe it will reach someone who's really needing it, knowing that there are many people in this world right now in desperate need of our love, our joy, our warmth, our smiles. So enjoy the video. I look together to stitching together future videos together with you. Share it with those that you love, and keep the hope alive within you. I love you. Uyathandwa. Am I wrong free? My love. Molweni. Hi, I'm Vuyi.
Hi, I'm Nandi.
This is my twin sister, and we're here again asking the question, and we're asking Nandi this time what her hope is for humanity.
My hope for humanity is wellness, spiritual wellness, mental wellness, physical wellness. And my hope is that every individual will actively pursue their wellness and value that as much as or more than they value, professional success and stuff. And my hope is that we'll look after the earth and its resources in the process because we need it and it needs us.
We need the earth and the earth needs us. And yeah, siyabonga. I'm here with my friend Kumo.
Hello.
Hi Kumo. We're here asking Kumo the same question. What is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity is that we all seek some kind of healing to heal our own wounds and those of the people who've come before us that didn't have the opportunity to heal themselves. And to also heal the spaces that we walk through, treat each other with some kindness, and especially apply the kindness to ourselves internally first. That's what I hope for, that we all find healing in the little places that we walk through and the people we encounter, and to serve kindness. That's it.
I like that. To seek healing earnestly for ourselves so that we can also share it with the people that we encounter that are around us. Thank you. Thank you. This is my niece, Zandile. What is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity is to love each other and make peace with one another and listen to those who need to be heard.
Listen to those who need to be heard, those that cannot speak on their own behalf. Thank you, Zandile.
Okay.
Zakolo, what is your hope for humanity?
Such a big question. But I think my hope for humanity is for us to be grounded, to connect with our nature and with nature, which comes from the birth of love, because we are love. To be about love, to give love, and to love our environment, man. To be one with environment. More green, more love out there. That will bring us peace and more peace. Yeah.
Be one with the jungle, essentially,
Yes.
like we are. Siabong, thank you. Tamak. This is Kafui of Kafui Naturals, also of the Holding Space Studio in Woodstock. We just took a nice walk around Company Gardens. And of course, before we're off, I have to ask the very important question, Kafui. What is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity is healing, collective healing, individual healing, and creating spaces, holding space for each other to work on this, and to just allow ourselves the vulnerability to tap into our resources and tap into each other so that we really can start and continue doing this work.
I like that. When we think of healing, we don't often, let's just wait for this helicopter. We don't often consider or appreciate that vulnerability is a very important part of getting to that next part and restoration, So I like that. But if I may, I want to ask you one more question.
Yes.
Why are we here? Why have we come into this life experience?
There's so many reasons.
Yeah.
We're here for joy. We're here for learning. We're here for experiencing this human experience. But I think personally, I also believe that we are here to heal our lineage. So we are here to heal the past so that the present can be more peaceful and the future can be built on a stronger and healthier foundation.
Healing the lineage, vulnerability. Yeah. Thank you. To our healing. Molweni Sanbonani. Hello, Angela.
Hello, Vuyi.
Unjani?
Very well, and yourself?
I'm good, thank you.
Excellent.
So I'm with my friend and soul sister Angela. Angela and I met after a beautiful journey this year for Cape Town Carnival, but we're here at Ardeen Gardens.
Beautiful Ardeen Gardens.
Beautiful Ardeen Gardens, catching up. And obviously, before we leave, I have to ask Angela the very important question. Angela, what is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity. I hope that we manage to get through this pain that we're in. And I hope that we find the way back to our power, the way back to the sense of who we really are in the big picture of the universe. I hope that we can uncover our eyes and see the value of all the creatures that live around us. And mainly, I hope that we can make it through this transition with as much grace as possible, and that we come into a space where every living creature is able to express in its most beautiful, beautiful manifestation.
I love that. There's so many things I want to ask you, just in terms of the things that you've mentioned, the transition and the pain that we're in, but I'm not going to go there. It's about hope, but there is a question I want to ask you, and maybe it does touch a little bit on that. Why do you think we are here? Why have we come into this physical realm?
What I understand is that we're given the opportunity to find our own Godhead, and that when we are part of the Godhead, when we are in the One, then we are just that, we are the One. Whereas when we are thrown into the physical realm, we are actually separated, and in being separated, we're being given the opportunity to be our own loving, expansive, creative force. Once we go back to being in the One, then we won't be here anymore. Then we'll be back.
Yeah, in this realm.
But in this realm, yeah.
I think with that, let's leave it there. Being with the One in this physical realm. Thank you so much, my sister.
Oh, thank you, Vuyi.
Molweni, I hope you're well. I'm here with my brother, my friend. We've actually been friends now for almost 15 years.
Yeah, it's been a while, since early 2000s.
Early 2000s. Kolisa Chomela, also known as Vuyi on the decks. And also one of the guys behind Jai Stereo.
Yeah, GYS, Globalize Yourself Stereo.
Globalize Yourself Stereo.
Yeah.
But of course, I have to ask him the very important question, my brother. What is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity would be more of a looking towards yourself and what it means, more than trying to survive, I guess, because the impulse to survive kind of erodes a lot of truth in your own process and journey. And that's not to say that looking for yourself is not going to come without any kind of challenges or pain, because it's embedded in the human experience. But our hope for humanity is for us to become more in tune with who we really are, and to stick to that process. It's not like a goal, it's a process, it's a way of
It's not a project with an end date.
No, there's no end date. It's just to stay in that lane and to stay in that path of being. It's pretty chilled, it's pretty relaxed. You become more forgiving of yourself and others. You're less offended by things. You're at peace, even in this kind of weird situation that we're in with South Africa and colonialism and neo-colonialism. You become less directly pulled into things when you're operating for a center, a point of center.
Less affected by them, and I also find that you become less afraid of that truth, of knowing and finding out, of the illusions dissolving, but also of you become less fearful of being yourself in this place, in this world, and being your purpose.
Because no one can kind of divert you from the space you operate or you occupy. It's yours. It's your vibration, you take it with you wherever you go on this planet. So no colonialism, nothing can kind of divert you from that, but you can hand it over. And I guess that's been the problem or the challenge with us as native Africans, is that it's been siphoned, very strategically from us, whereas it's yours right now. Everything else that happens is going to be a result, a reverberation of where you stand now.
So I have another question, if I may. Why do you think we decided to show up in this experience? Why do you think we're here?
Is to teach ourselves something. And I guess the whole point of living is to uncover whatever that lesson is. And also to be kinder to ourselves, because it's a very angst-filled existence generally,
Yeah.
So it's hard to peacefully exist, in the chaos. Because you have to own your experience, you have to own who you are, and you have to own how you respond to things. You don't have to be triggered by the excessive messages of division and chaos and violence, and you can choose your experience, and you can choose how you respond to it. I mean, it doesn't absolve you from experiencing things, but you can at least unpack it in a way that is suitable for your experience and for your own vibration.
Amen. Siyabulela Camako Kodwa. I'm with my sister here, Nonhlanhla, Tiger Lily, and of course I had to ask her the very important question. Sister, what is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity, guys, is that we get into ourselves and we're not afraid of the truth. The truth is unpeeling all the layers. Don't be scared to be naked, because this is the time where you need to get into yourself and into your power. So don't be afraid of no, don't be afraid of yeses. Be afraid of the no's and the yeses that you tell yourself. Don't let anybody change whatever you think of yourself, because you're the biggest influence of your core existence. So trust yourself more, and don't be so hard on yourself.
Sanbonani. Hey. Hello. So I'm here with my sister Panashe. At some point, Makadini.
Takasimba makasimba ere.
Iribo.
We'll talk about this Iribo of yours. But you're trying. The spirit that you're bringing with it is what is most important. Okay. So thank you. I appreciate it. My Southern African sister. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll work on it though.
Yeah. No, you get it. You get it.
Okay. So I will tell you about our wonderful story, how we met at some point.
At the airport.
At the airport.
She just said hi. She gave me an apple. We spoke about the bones.
Yes. An apple, a poem, and love.
Yeah.
And then we shared a cab. And then you gave me a book. It was just amazing. Anyway, but here today, I'm asking Panashe the same question of what is your hope for the future for humanity? Yeah.
You ask very difficult questions, but my hope for humanity is really that we begin to really go back to this heritage that we have in Southern Africa of Ubuntu. That's what we know it in the Zulu word for it, but in Shona we call it Wunu, for example, personhood, and in particular reclaiming Ubuntu not as the Ubuntu without Abantu that we've been having, the kind of thing that's been very gentrified and forcing I wouldn't even call it reconciliation, because that work hasn't been done, but forcing people to be together without really having to face questions of the past, face many of the traumas that have been visiting upon us. And so for me, it really is the sense of going back and understanding, many of our cultures, at the heart of it is also spirit possession, which is those in the present, communing with those in the past, about the future to come, and sort of that sense of timelessness, that we're always in all states of time and we're always thinking about the past as well as thinking about the future, as opposed to being so-called born free, so somehow disconnected from the past. I think that's really important, and the light switch is off, but this is just to say that all these states of time are important. That impulse to leave the past behind is really not good. It's important for us to be able to face the past and face our histories, particularly as us Abantu need to do that work and reclaim our history so that we can move into the future and ask ourselves these questions about how have we failed each other, as Black people, how we're going to make it right, and broader questions around self-determination that we need to face, particularly as a region. But really, just I think that metaphor that we get from spirit possession, really as a way to extend our understanding of Ubuntu. It's not just a person is a person through others. It is a person is through those who've come before us, through those who come with us, and those who are going to come after us. And I think that's really important so that it's not just the airy-fairy kind of Ubuntu that we're talking about, that we're just hugs and kisses, but really facing the very difficult questions that we have for each other, so that a sense of our humanness is about confronting the ways in which we dehumanize other people. And that's really important to me. And I just think about how, for example, in Shona culture, when our mothers, they will scold you, they'll say, "Jamu quiet," or be a person. So the sense that your humanness is always, it's not something you can take for granted. You always have to work towards it. And I think that's really my hope for the future, is the sense that we're always understanding that humanness is important to always work towards.
Thank you. And those are some of your last points are reminding me of a quote I love that says, wise men plant trees whose shade they never sit in. So thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate and honor you. My tabasa.
Thank you. Thank you much, dear. Thank you.
This is my younger brother, Solomzi. Say hi, Solomzi.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, so Solomzi, what is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity: spiritual awakening and enlightenment, synergy, working together to make things better, and peace. I think one of the things holding humanity back is us trying to control resources and each other, and in turn that takes away the peace. It all starts with peace. The progress starts with peace. Yeah. Powerful humanity.
Thank you, Solomzi.
Peace.
Today I'm with Manglebega Yise, and we're asking him the same question. What is your hope for humanity?
Mloeni comrades, my hope for humanity, I think there is a lot of love and hate where we are right now, and I just wish we could all love each other, accept each other. Yeah, let's love each other, comrades. Let's not let these things that came from other places to divide us. We were divided and now we hate each other. When I see another black brother, I have hate for them because they're from a different country. So that much for comrades. Let's love each other. Let's move forward. Let's unite. Yabo.
Let's love each other and let's unite. Siyabonga mkhulu. Kamako. Dumelang! I'm here with my friend Nico. Hello, Nico.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
Good, thank you. Nico, what is your hope for humanity?
So mine is just one simple thing. My hope for humanity is that for us to realize that we are all intertwined with the earth, with each other, with all sorts of races, and we depend on each other to survive. So if we can all realize that particular fact, that we very much depend on each other for joy, for for sorrow, for support, that we need each other. If we can stop destroying each other, it would be a great thing for humanity.
Yes. How do we stop destroying each other, if I may?
It's going to sound...
What will it take? Yeah.
Being considerate about the next person. You know what I mean? Seeing the next person as yourself and putting yourself in the next person's shoes. The minute you can do that, then you can realize that actually I'm doing myself a disservice. Nobody wants to hurt themselves. Nobody wants them, to be in pain. Everybody wants to feel joy and feel love. If you can try to do that for yourself and extend it beyond yourself, I think we'll be halfway.
I like how you also emphasize it's about doing it for yourself, because we need to understand what it is, what it takes, what it looks like, what it feels like, before we can do it for someone else. Okay, I have one more question, if I may. Why do you think we are here? Why have we come into this expression called life? What's the point?
That's a deep philosophical question.
it's a deep philosophical issue. In fact, I think that's the problem with humans.
Okay.
We think there's something special about us, being put in this world to the point where we think we own the world. That's why we end up destroying the world. That's why we put ourselves into the hierarchy, into the top pinnacle of the pyramid as these pieces on it. And the truth is not like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why the world at times can show us that actually we're not. The tsunamis, the fires, they can destroy us in one simple second, in one element. So our problem is to make ourselves, important and have this high importance of being on Earth. That's not it. Animals have a reason why. We're all part of this great ecosystem that makes this world, or this particular, Earth, work and be as beautiful as it is. It can't sustain its beauty for as long as we think we have a bigger special purpose than that.
Can't be elevating ourselves beyond. So I like how it almost links to your first hope about the way we treat each other, the way you treat yourself, the way we treat each other, but extending to all sentient beings, not just humans, but also the plants and the animals and the earth. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Nico's Hope for Humanity.
Peace.
I'm here with my brother Joseph and my brother Levi. I was just stocking up on some herbs here, and I needed to ask my brothers, brother Joseph, brother Levi, what's your hope for humanity?
Yeah, man. My hope for humanity is love, peace, and harmony to the youth, to the future. For everyone, each and everyone, all nations, one love,
One love, Rastafari. My
There
brother.
must be one love, man, one heart, so all of us can unite. As Bob Marley say, we must, we take the earth that we love, you see. Therefore, we must look out, man. We can even provide for one another, you see. Don't just love for ourselves, but for others. Therefore, we are here to spread the word and the healing, so people can be healed, not physically, but mentally, and through the ways of the natural ways of the mountain, the ways of the beginning, Genesis, where things in life did start, you see, because everything begins from the beginning, you see, as Bob Marley say. So as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end, man. You can realize life is a blessing. No money and no woman, and see, no material can change the love and the irate, you see, the knowledge we have. So I won't trade anything for my life, man.
One love, come up.
Bless, bless.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
We make it one.
Sanmonani. Dumela. Okay, Oswaka. Kiteng Lena. This is Tisetso Molobi, but also known as, I don't know, formerly or currently known as Urban Mosadi.
That's right.
Yeah. I have to ask you the very important question. What is your hope for humanity?
Really just to love, more love. It sounds corny, but we really do need it. Yeah.
And when you say love, you mean of ourselves?
Of each other, really. That's that in itself, you know, and it's an action, it's a doing thing. So but to love ourselves, and through that we will love other people. We'll see the God in someone else. So
see the God in someone else. Let's close it off there. See the God in someone else. Thank you, my sister. Hello. Savon. So I'm here with my friend Keith. Hello, Keith. So what is your hope for humanity?
It's a beautiful question. I think it's the right time to ask that question. I think a lot of us have been feeling under so much strain and pressure, just by our environment and all the things that are happening around us. And I specifically, even for myself, I have a hope to expand my capacity for love and compassion. I think that's there's so much to disagree with, just in general. So much turmoil that we can either attract or expel. And I think love and compassion, I think Martin Luther King talked about the fact that only love can really conquer hate. And if we expand that capacity to actually start rather than expanding and averting, doing everything that we can to push and push and push all the time, I think it's time to actually open up and feel more and just, disagree, but at the same time disagree with kindness.
disagree with kindness?
Compassionate towards others. Most importantly, compassionate towards yourself, because I think that's where it is.
Yeah.
If you don't see yourself and actually be kind to yourself, it's very difficult to be kind to somebody else.
Siyabonga. Those are words from Keith and his hopes for humanity. Thank you.
This is my brother Umpo. He's just gifted me with this beautiful instrument. But I thought I'd ask Uputi before we leave, what is your hope, Umpo, for humanity?
You know, simply put, contentment. You know, in anything we are or that we want to achieve, if we are content first, it's easy to achieve. Even you can also deal with disappointments easily, rather than when you are rushed or there's some form of pressure or anything. Yes, life itself has got its own pressures, but let's learn to be content with ourselves first.
And when we are content with ourselves, we can be content with anything else outside of ourselves. Hello, my friend. Hello. This is my friend Jacona, medicine woman, Alice in Wonderland, storyteller extraordinaire, an explorer, and just a curious, amazing being. But we're here catching up with each other, and I thought I'd ask Jacona the very important question. Jacona, what is your hope for humanity?
Plants. That we respect plants, love plants, learn from plants. Because if we respected plants, we couldn't be mean to each other. And I guess respect. If we respected each other and respected ourselves, we wouldn't disrespect each other and ourselves.
I like that. Thank you. Can I ask you one more question? Yes. Why do you think that we're here?
To experience. I think, like, to learn and experience as much about this incredible now and existence that we can. Yeah, just to experience all and everything.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So let the plants teach you. Explore plants and try and see, you know, what they have to say. Thank you for your answer. Hope for humanity. Bye. Azania, what is your hope for humanity?
Oh, this question is so deep. Because humanity, in a lot of ways, I feel like we've gone quite off track. So I think if individually, we can start as individuals, since we're also deeply connected, and then it will be a manifestation of the broader hope for humanity. But I think it starts with all of us going within, rediscovering who we are, the inner us, what we were intended to be, because we've been derailed. We were so much in our minds, we've disconnected with our bodies and our hearts. So I think if we can reconnect with the body, with the heart, we will then be aligned, be in flow with the universe, with the planet, and everything else will come from that, will flow from that.
Nathan is here communing with the Mbira. I'm here with my brother Nathan. I had a short conversation and a short lesson on how to play the Mbira, because I play myself. My brother Nathan, what is your hope for humanity?
My hope is that if Africans, we can work together, that's when love comes, that's when forgetting each other and working together and becoming one Africa by working together. That's where it becomes, because if you are there, I'm there, it will never bring us together. Let's work together, whatever we're doing, especially when it comes to art. If there's art from another land that you don't know, come and learn. Let's work together, let's play it together, let's stick together. Working together, it brings humanity together. Thank you.
Working together as Africans, bringing humanity together.
Yes.
Maitabasa.
Tatenda.
Maitabasa. This is my older sister Mandisa. What is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity is that we get to a point where we remove the masks that we wear every day. We start owning our scars, owning our wounds, because the masks that we wear do not allow us to be who we are. If we start removing the mask and start healing our wounds, accepting ourselves for who we are, owning our strengths, our weaknesses, and see how the lessons from our wounds and scars, what have we learned from those, and what can we teach the next generation from our scars. Let's remove the mask and accept ourselves for who we are.
I love that. I love that. So I'm here with my mother, Ellen. We met at Pick and Pay, and we had a conversation here, Ellen, about the nutritiousness of beetroot. Beetroot leaves specifically. So she was saying we always usually eat this part, but she was talking about the nutritional value of this part. But before she tells us about that, I wanted to ask Auntie Ellen, what is your hope for humanity?
Well, I can tell you only about my own life, that as a young girl, I found Lord Jesus Christ. Growing up without a dad, a single mom, life was difficult, had no other relatives beside my mom and siblings that was older than I am. And as a young girl, I met the Lord Jesus Christ. And that was my hope for me when I met him. And I haven't looked back since, because he became my father, a friend, and he's my hope, not only for humanity today as we live, eat, and live for the day, but he for eternity. And that is a hope that we need. It's for eternity. We're all going to die. We all, it doesn't matter what you eat and what you don't eat. How healthy you try to keep yourself and what you try to do, how much money you make, it's all to consume now. But what happens to eternity?
So, Auntie Ellen, now that you're talking about the Lord Jesus Christ and your beliefs, would you say then that part of that hope is prayer?
It's a relationship with the living God. Because what happens is you have that relationship with the living God. This is not, I'm not talking about religion. No, not talking about, it's having a real relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. He becomes a dad, he becomes your father, he becomes your friend. In times of difficulty, where do you go? Who do you turn to? So in times of my difficulties, I know that I have the Lord Jesus Christ, and he's the one that will give me the inner peace that I need for today. And if life is pressing me, I know where to turn to. Huh? That's my hope. That's the one in whom I trust, because I know he's going to get me through.
I also like what you're saying, just in terms of it's not about religion, so it's about spirituality, it's about
your relationship.
It's about your relationship with the higher powers.
Exactly.
Okay. And then Auntie Ellen, please can you tell us about these leaves quickly?
This contains iron. So if it's nice and fresh, you just cook it, put a little garlic in, it gives you a lovely flavor.
And apparently it has more iron than spinach.
Yes.
And you can mix them together as well.
Yes, you mix it with your spinach, it goes longer.
Auntie Ellen, nice to meet you here in Pick and Pay.
What's your name?
Vuyi. Molweni. So I'm here with my brother Russell. Russell, what is your hope for humanity? Okay.
Happiness and nature. Money, love, friendship, good times.
This is my niece, Gisela. And again, with the question, why we here? What is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity is that people should not seek external validation, but internal validation, and seek more self-love. Because I feel like people don't love themselves enough, which is why they seek external validation. And I feel like, and I feel like that is very important for people to grow. And yeah, that is my hope for humanity.
Siyabonga. Bye. Bye. High five. Reverse high five. Thank you. You ran into my brother here, Bugelani. And Bugelani has written a book. There it is. What is your hope for humanity?
Right. My hopes like for humanity is
living in a world whereby like human beings like will change the mentality, because once we change how we think, we'll be able like to change how we do things, whereby we'll be selfless, and especially in the size of those like who have the opportunity and the resources, and try to share it amongst others, so that we live in a world that is equal. And also as a society in general, like if maybe we can work together hand in hand, women and men, and try to destroy and to bulldoze the system of patriarchy, the system of racial inequality, racial hierarchy, whereby we see that there are still other people, especially based on their racial skin tone, skin color, they are still like uh, preference or privilege because of such inheritance.
Yeah.
So if maybe we can live in a world whereby we are working towards equality and justice, then I think that would be a great thing for us.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bugelani. So Bugelani's book, Rainbow Nation, The Propaganda of a Democracy. Siyabonga. Siyabonga.
Yes, and we'll see.
I'm here, Nomkhulu Menzi Maseko. Nomkhulu, can you tell us what is your hope for humanity?
My hope for humanity is ukuthi abantu bahloniphane bathandane bephinde behloniphe ukuhlakanipha kwase-Afrika, sihloniphe ingcebo esinayo e-Afrika, kakhulukazi thina ama-Afrika, ukuze sihloniphane, singahloniphani ngenxa yezinto esinazo, ukuthi umuntu unani, ushayela imoto enjani, or nomuzi onjani, usebenza umsebenzi onjani. But like Steve Biko said, it's about Africa has an appreciation for ubuntu bomuntu, hayi ubunjalo bomuntu, but ubuntu bomuntu. So ngifisa, I hope for an Africa which recognizes and loves itself for itself, and especially because of its wealth, its spiritual wealth, and as also its material wealth. But we must put the spirit first, not just the material wealth after. They are both important, and it's important for us to balance them. This is my hope. My hope is for balance, for my art. Ukuthi sibe noma art, sibe nokubulungiswa between ones and ones, sibe nobulungiswa, sibe nothando, nenhlonipho.
Kama Queen, siyabulela mkhulu. Siyathokoza. I'm here with my sister Nina, and Nina and I are video bomb. So of course I had to take time out to ask Nina what her hope for humanity is.
Okay, I have many hopes for humanity. The first one is that I'm a mom to 3 girls, so children and how we educate children is really important. Both how we educate them at home and in this violent thing called schools. What I'm hoping for is to impart to our children a way of living in a changing world, in a world that's changing very fast. So I think that by the time my girls are even 10 years older than what they are right now, our world will be very different. And I want to be assured that what we share in our home and what they learn at school equips them to deal with those kinds of changes. So it's a concern around values, around food, around ecology, and around reverence. Like our world is, and especially children's worlds, are becoming so gestural. The way that we interact with water, it's a tap, you turn on a tap, it's a gesture. The way you access energy, you switch on a light, it's a gesture. The way you have food, it's a gesture.
Yeah.
It's not the substance, or you don't get to know what's behind the design
Where
of what
food comes from.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually come from a supermarket.
Yeah. So I think those kinds of things, getting that education should also be around that. It should be around deconstructing design so that our understanding is more than gestural about all of these things that sustain our lives. And I think that when we understand those vast and delicate networks, we can become more reverent. So that's like my real hope. because I think families are beautiful things, not just nuclear families, but families of friends and families of communities, of people who share hearts and minds. Yeah.
Ashe, thank you so much. It's big and it's heavy because the world is rapidly changing. I love the point on reverence, but it's also nice to know what is in our hearts because then we can sort of kind of work towards birthing it. You know,
Because I think often the way that we teach is very cerebral, it's very theoretical, and so the learning doesn't land in ourselves. You know, it's not an experience. And I think that true learning that drives new actions comes from experiences of digging in the garden, of growing food, of pumping water, of carrying water, of building something.
These new hands.
Yeah, 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 and I think in the activity of those things, you also forge community, you know, and that shared space is very beautiful. I think that the classroom is dead.
Yeah.
As we know it.
It's dead and it's also killing. It's killing many souls. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this time I'm here with Ziad. Hello, Ziad.
Hi.
So, and we're asking Ziad the same question. What is your hope for humanity?
Yo, I hope humans just get some critical mass awareness. I'm not too hopeful though, but I'm gonna try in my spaces to make it happen so at least we create a better world for our kids and create those safe spaces that they need to flourish. Because I think humans are naturally good at pattern recognition, problem solving. So more of that, you know? Just have the knowledge and go for it. I think that's or find ways, you know. So yeah, let's make the pathways available. That's what I want to do. That's my hope for humanity. That we just realize some stuff, you know, like there's so many important things. How we treat the planet, how we treat others. Yeah. Just more consciousness, more mindfulness.
How we treat the planet and how we treat others, but also I like what you said in the beginning, just about creating safe spaces.
Yes, because at the moment you have to be realistic and know again, and the world's fucked up.
Yeah.
So rightfully you shouldn't have any hope. But you know, let's have
You should
hope.
always have hope.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I mean, according to the evidence,
Yes,
you'd be
yes,
like,
yes.
no, humans, it's time for us to go.
According to our findings, we should be just pessimistic, but there's some hope. Safe spaces?
Safe space.
Okay. Thank you, Ziad. You know Mkulu la? I'm at the Joburg Art Fair and Mkulu and I just having a conversation about his art. But now we're going to ask Mkulu the question, what is your hope for humanity, Mkulu?
My hope for humanity is that everybody should live a free life, free in all economy, good living, and everything. No upheaval. People should be separated. You could see this one is poor, should all be equal. Living in a decent home, with decent money, with decent education. My opinion. Yes, I'm happy. I'm quite happy because our hopes we couldn't get them. We are just see them from afar. But our children's children will see the real Uhuru.
Yes! Siyabonga mkhulu, there's Mkhulu's artwork behind us. Siyabulela mkhulu. Ngizoza ngizokubona soxoxa kahle. Thokoza.
My hope for humanity is that humans will turn back towards each other and face each other. It seems to me that we have forsaken each other. We have almost deserted each other. And I hope that we can find a way to share sincerely, to share our minds, to share our love, to share our spaces, our ideas, our resources. We belong deeply to each other, and we are each other's responsibility. The alcoholic, the homeless person, the one battling to get up. We don't have the same fates, and so our lives unfold very differently to one another. And that's okay. That's how it was designed. How do we help each other through it though? This is my hope.